Hey everybody, what's going on? Brother John here. Welcome to Modern Deism and Third Proverb. I will be putting this video up on both channels. I truly hope everybody's doing well out there. You had a great holiday if you celebrate. And just hope everything's all good with you and your family. I'm going to start today right off with an analogy. It's nothing new. It's been said before in so many different ways. And where I'm at on my spiritual path is a different phase, I think, now. See, when I left the beliefs, the fundamental beliefs of Christianity, I went through a phase of bit of anger, because there was a part of me that felt I wasted a lot of years believing a certain thing. Thinking that now that's the past. I cannot change the past, and I no longer look at it as wasted. I know some of you don't like my smoking, so I have an electronic cigarette here. Kind of helps me think a little bit. So you gotta meet me halfway, okay? Alamo. Where was I? It's all good. It's all good. So, I'm in a different phase now. I'm past the point where I have to make people see things the way I see things. I understand that everyone is at different phases in their life. I am by no means here to say that I have absolute truth for you. My only hopes is that I say something that perhaps gives you one of those aha moments, like so many have done for me. That being said, let me give an analogy here, and we'll take it from there. I have a couple of notes, so I'll be looking at that. As you can see here, it's just snowed. Got a couple of inches. And I want you to imagine that you live in a climate where it snows most of the time. This is what you see. That's what I want you to imagine, that is all you know. And a lot of you already know where I'm going with this. And if someone came along, never met him before, and they told you, I know a place that you never see this. It's not cold. There's no snow. It's actually pretty warm. A lot of sunshine. I proceed to tell you about different types of plants that you might never heard of. Different types of fruits and foods and vegetables, animals that would be totally foreign to your thinking, because you only know this. And the people who share your climate, and only knowing this, tell you that this is it. And if you go past that point, you will fall off the edge of the earth, or the edge of the land, whatever terminology it may be. We know from history that many believed that the earth was flat. And the thing about the human spirit and the urge to explore and discover the new frontiers, right, was to challenge the belief that I was not going to fall off the edge of that earth. I have people I'm subscribed to for various different reasons, like most of you. Some that share, I'll be subscribed to some people who share things about the economy and politics, and you feel like you're in agreement with them, and you enjoy their videos. But then the question always comes up, one way or another, somehow, God or religion comes into play. I think that some of us make a mistake that we will not listen to what someone has to say simply because they think different religiously, or they think different about God. If you have such a fundamental view of something, and someone else you know has a different view, we do a disservice to ourselves not to think that they don't have anything else good or productive, beneficial, or something that we can really learn from them in the knowledge of something else. You truly do yourself a disservice. You do a disservice for yourself, you do a disservice for your community. It doesn't promote unity, because one day you might be in need. It could be even a life-threatening situation, and you may need the help, or the only help available might be someone that thinks totally different than you. All religions, or most religions, will claim that their writings are the Word of God. You cannot, if you think you can contain the knowledge of God in a small collection of books, you are ignorant. You also lie to yourself. Because if you're going to be blind to the fact that you even take advantage of knowledge that was obtained outside of that book, scientific knowledge, say, and you listening to me right now take advantage of that knowledge via internet. You go to doctors, you get your tests, your medicines. Science. This is a knowledge. Which, primitive times, was considered in a lot of ways, scientific knowledge was, as you know your history, people were heretics. To say anything different outside the book. Only to be proven right later on. So now you have to come to think, is that knowledge from God? Is it ultimately from God? Did man just make up the knowledge? No. And here comes the snowplow. So you can't, don't think you can put all God's knowledge in between two binders, two covers. God is beyond the binder. Because you can't tell me your finite mind can say that you know and comprehend an infinite mind, an infinite source, God, universe, whatever you may want to call it. For those of you who will say, really, in essence, don't bother me with the facts. I don't know. There's no hope, I guess. Or maybe your time is not yet. Because it is this way of thinking, this religious way of thinking, that has caused so many divisions amongst their own and amongst others of other beliefs, that has caused all these wars. A war of ideologies. But there is hope. If we can have, part of the problem is that humans want to have it all figured out. Always seeking to have it all figured out. And religion provides that comfort a little bit of having some sense of what life is all about. And people will fight to protect that, though deep down inside something else is telling them something else. But if we can come to a place of contentment that it's okay that I don't know. And look at others as they don't know all either. That they may have something to say that can inspire me. See, religious writings, we make the own. They, to me, they are men inspired, men and women inspired. And I can look at different religious writings and be inspired and appreciate the beauty, the poetry, the lesson that could be learned. All religions, most major religions, share a basic rule or understanding, and that is the golden rule. No religion can lay claim on it. To simply want and desire to treat others like you want to be treated. We all basically want the same thing. We want love. We want family. We want friends. We want the ability to live free, right? To have our liberty. We want to be able to prosper. We want to have the ability to live healthy. We all want these things. But once our ideologies kind of overrun that, we wind up all being hypocrites. Because all these religions, most of the wars, as we know, are fought over ideologies and religious beliefs. That's all I have to say, I guess. I thank you for staying this long with me. Namaste.